Welcome to the TED Ed Podcast, where we delve into the issues that shape our daily lives and drive our productivity. We confront topics that matter deeply to all of us, from healthcare and affirmative action to voting rights and monetary success and failure. We cover it all. And yes, we dive into the complex world of politics, exploring how our country has evolved from slavery to the 21st century. Our content is crafted with care and expertise, drawing from years of experience in these critical areas. We invite you to give the TED Ed podcast a listen. You won't be disappointed. Share your thoughts with friends and confidants, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our episodes. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more listeners. Are you passionate about these topics? Do you have unique insights to share? You could be one of our guest speakers. Drop us a line, send an email, or leave a comment. All requests will be considered. Join us on this journey of exploration and understanding. This is the TED Ed Podcast. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Good afternoon, good evening, you folks out there. We are back again to give the old Donald It's Just Dues. I've never seen anything like it. For the last 3 days, I've been, every time I think about that, man, I just start laughing. And because it's absolutely gotten to a point to where it's gotten ridiculous. He done lied so much that I guess people that they done got used to it. Tell a lie. If it don't work, tell another lie. he, he he told the audience, he said, I'm gonna blame this stuff on Biden until I can't. He said, well, I can't blame it on him. I'm gonna find somebody else to blame. He told them that. He got it. They got it on video.
Yeah, he ain't gonna take for credit for nothing unless
he ain't gonna take credit for anything bad. He ain't taking no credit. So somebody better watch out because they get ready to get blamed for something. Because he gonna tell on them. He said, yeah, they did it. I didn't do nothing. Or he good for, oh, I didn't know that. Oh man. Oh man, I don't know. I have no idea, man. You done got so bold, he just tell him, all right. See, he said, well, the egg prices ain't went down. He said, well, Biden did it. So y'all go talk to Biden. He the one that created that. He gave that problem to me. And then they said, well, you said you're gonna bring it down. I said, no, I didn't say that. Oh. Boy, I don't know, man. Oh my goodness. We got a mess out here, man. An absolute mess here. So what you got, Theodore?
Well, I want to say this. That man fired that General Brown.
Oh man, that was.
And he's supposed to be under, I think it's a 4-year term.
No, and it goes through administrations. They don't either. Yeah. No administrations have ever fired one if they until they came up to the time where their time was up.
Yeah, and he's only the second one because Colin Powell was the first.
Mm-hmm.
Black person.
Right.
Person of color.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the thing. He's looking for a loyalist. So he hires this guy, Kane, who's a 3-star general, and they're going to eventually move up to a 4-star general. I was looking at his credentials, and it's not bad. It's pretty good. It's, guy's a military guy. But does he have the smarts? Does he have the intellect? But he's a 3-star general, but mostly it was for, it wasn't real military. It was, here's the thing though, Ed. in my mind, and maybe I'm off because I don't know all the details and I'm not military. I didn't go to the military. I had a high lottery pick, so therefore I didn't get drafted in Vietnam. I was very fortunate. Plus, I went to school. The one thing that I don't understand, and I know a few people that's been retired military, and I've talked to a number of them. The thing is that the military is supposed to be apolitical. That's what it's supposed to be. But we know everybody in their own mind, they might not talk about it, or maybe they might do it among friends. The bottom line is that no matter who's in office, you have to serve. Now, we don't know what this man is going to tell his military to do. And will those military people do anything that's unconstitutional or illegal? This is serious business. I'm looking at this Bondi lady who's DOJ, who swore on the Bible to obey the Constitution. She had already violated herself already. She done dropped all these cases and everything and went away.
She didn't get that one with Adams and stuff dropped. She didn't get that one with Adams dropped. The mayor of New York, that judge said, this don't sound right. It ain't passing the smell test. So he didn't do like Judge Jenkins, federal Judge Jenkins and stuff in D.C. did, and made them force them to come back and put this stuff in writing. He assigned another independent attorney to look at this case and stuff and everything and see that it didn't merit being dropped. And he told them they need to go back to the drawing board. So his case has not been dropped.
Well, the point I'm getting to is this, and maybe I'm naive. Boo-boo the fool. But it's always been my impression and my just belief. Really, America protection is first. The American people. That's just my belief, bro. I believed in the American people. That was in, I'm not saying the CIA is perfect. I'm not saying the FBI is perfect. I'm not saying these police officers are perfect. The FBI is perfect. None of that. Military. But the bottom line is that all Americans are protected or should be. That's foreign and domestic. And the one thing that I know, just by doing my own little research and a little bit of in-depth investigation, I know we got thousands of enemies in this country. Thousands. Little sales of creating chaos in this country. And they take their orders from different places. Who are our enemies? You got the Iranians, you got the Chinese, I would dare say some even Japanese. I don't know. You got different, Ukrainians, all of these different kinds of Afghanistans. Because, let's face it, bro. In the last 25 years, man, we done destroyed and killed a lot of people. A lot of people. So when I look at this and I say, this man he's really unguarding us. He's unguarding us. And he's making this country weaker and weaker. And I'm trying to figure out, you got all these people talking about all these little issues, you can't fire us and all that. Where was that energy when it came to not making sure that he got him not elected? Now your job is gone or on the line, and now your family or your friends or what have you getting ready to get deported, but you didn't have that energy beforehand. Or maybe you just thought, oh yeah, that man ain't gonna win no second term. No. Maybe that was your attitude. I don't know. When are we gonna learn here? This is what I don't understand. We're not perfect. The Democratic Party, Republican Party, none of them is perfect. But when are we gonna learn, bro? The thing is that people really in this country has been living pretty good in the last 30 years. Maybe 40. I would give it 35. Pretty good. A lot of people. Nice job. Some of them, you might just be making $20 an hour, $40, $35 an hour, whatever, and you can get by on that. If you're married, you got a wife, and she working, she making $15, $20 an hour. Hey, you can live a good life, a decent life. Might be the paycheck to paycheck, but you living a decent life. You got a solid job. So you satisfied, you content. Ain't nothing wrong with being content. I'm content. But the bottom line is, you as a citizen, we as a citizen, we have to vote our best interest. And now here we are, y'all got us back into this bullshit again. Because y'all didn't like a black woman. And now you all upset and you wondering, we got people calling in and doing their little YouTube and talking about, I lost my job and I voted for him. Don't nobody give a shit. What is wrong with y'all? The man told you what he was going to do. Don't nobody give a shit if you lost your damn job. You sitting up here and parading, this right here upsets me, man. I mean, it's to the no end. I'm just ranting because we know better, man. You know that word woke. That word woke is for real. Your ass was asleep. Sound asleep.
Man, you sound like that Republican congressman from Louisiana. His folk called him up, and he said, "You better call somebody who gives a shit." He said, "You better call somebody who gives a shit." You supposed to be our congressman. Fuck y'all. Call somebody who gives a crap.
You better be woke.
Yep. They call somebody.
You better wake your ass up. That's what you better do. It's too late now. This man is going to destroy this country.
Oh,
he done already destroyed 50,000 lives already.
More than that. Because as you know, Ted, if for every one person that has lost their job, there's probably 4 or 5 people behind him or her who are affected.
Yeah.
You got the children, you got the fathers, You got them creditors out there who waiting on that money
Ooh, Lord have
for the
mercy.
for their daggone mortgage payment. You got the car
That car
company,
payment.
the car people out there who waiting on their money for their car. You got the insurance companies out there who they can't pay them either. There's a whole lot of people behind every last one of them. And the more he finds,
This is
and
insane, man.
and he's doing it, Ted, because at first everybody was saying, "Well, you a racist. You a racist." Well, he's doing it to all of them. They get white, black, Hispanic, you don't care. And they call him up. Well, can you give us our money? No, I ain't give you nothing. Ever since our governor here in Georgia, they called him up, his folks up, and said, the money is there. All I need is an extension so I can help my people out. And they said, no, we ain't giving it to you. And he's a Republican. He voted for him too. And campaigned for him. He told him, no, I ain't giving you nothing. We had no more time of taking that money. He doesn't even care about his own people. He don't care no more. And he already told him, I'm not running anymore. But I'm gonna be the king. So can we get some more destruction? What else is he destroying? He got to be destroying something else other than his people and stuff out there. And people need to know about it, that this is what he is doing and everything is, man, I can name about 10 things right off the top of my head, Ted, that he's already been messing up. He got those farmers out there and stuff, po farmers. They got family farm. They already been messed up. And these folks are sitting out here, Ted, and a lot of times I haven't felt sorry for them, but I am now. These folks out here with 4,000 acres of land, and because of what the heck he's done to the Chinese, they done came over here and canceled all their contracts. We don't want y'all stuff no more. And these folks are sitting over there in these farmlands and stuff here with grain and stuff sitting there and stuff waiting to be shipped out, and it's rotting. He canceled that U.S. aid. First thing he did, U.S. aid. And they haven't even showed the stuff, but people be talking about all the time. They got food, grain sitting in a warehouse that's gonna rot. And people are hungry and need it. Why not let the people take the food off and send the food to the people and say, okay, we ain't gonna do this no more. Next year is all over with. But whatever we got, send it to them. So at least these folks got a chance to be able to find somebody else who's going to give them some food. Them people over there in them African countries, they starving to death.
Sudan.
They starving to death. They got HIV running rampant over there. They waiting on their medicine. He said, don't worry about it. Leave it right there.
Sudan, 60 people have already died from contaminated water. 1,300 of them is sick. I mean, this right here is just the beginning of it all. I don't know, man.
Have some compassion and stuff. You understand? Okay, you plan on shutting it down. Let these folks know we shutting this stuff down, so don't make no more. Let these people have a chance to plan for getting something else for them.
You asking for what? What are you asking for? Man,
I'm
that ain't
asking
gonna
for
happen.
I'm asking for some compassion that I know he doesn't have. But somebody in there should have the balls enough, just like your senator and stuff there, Rubio, who said, I'm in charge of this. Well, you in charge of it, then send the food to these people and let them know it ain't going, next year, it ain't going to happen.
Rubio better not put another scripture on Twitter. No, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You know, when he was elected and won the race, supposed to, I was disappointed, but I said, okay. I wasn't, really down in the dumps, but I wasn't feeling good about it. But this man is for real, bro. He's destroying this country in every way. And the people to help other people destroying this country. I mean, is this what white supremacy is? I don't know. I keep hearing a lot of black people here saying that they don't want us here. They don't want us in their restaurants. They don't want us in their clubs. They don't want us here. They don't want us there. It's almost like these white folks think that we need them. We don't need you. We don't need you. Just give us what we're supposed to be getting. We paid into Social Security. We paid into Medicare. We worked our butt off during our working years. We paid our taxes. But it's with us, it's taxation without representation. So you're going to tell black people to go back where we came from, and we've been here for what, 500 years? I'm going to tell you what's going on, bro. Here's the thing. The reason why these Democrats and these senators pretty much just want the money, because most of them are immigrants. Second generation immigrants. They don't know about the Constitution and what it stands for and what you're supposed to be standing for and the law. They're immigrants. Look it up. Most of these people are Ukrainians in office. You got even a Russian representative. Didn't even lose her doggone dialect from Indiana. I'm telling you, man, this is what it is, bro. These people that's in Congress, a lot of these people in Congress, they're from other countries. And they go back to their countries to visit. They're representatives. So they don't stand for nothing, bro. They can't stand for nothing. They ain't got no balls. They don't realize that, hey, this Constitution is real. This is a fight for freedom and liberty and justice. What they care. And you got some people, they're yappity yap. But let me tell you something. You have to get your butt out there and have them town halls. I see what's the name finally had a town hall. The guy from Connecticut or Massachusetts, the senator. But I mentioned that a month ago, 3 weeks ago. You got to get these people engaged, man. Because these people, man, they got other things they got to do. They got a life to live. This politics shouldn't be like this. Y'all supposed to be taking care of business for the American people, and you're not. You got this joker putting us all in danger. Putting us all in danger. People warning you. We warning you. He putting us all in danger. And the Congress people, they don't care. They just, hey, as long as I'm making my $200,000 a year, I'm happy. You got a few women and a few guys up running off at the mouth and talking good stuff and all that, but they can only talk so much and they can only be on TV so much. And then next thing you know, everybody on the other side thinking that all she doing is just yakety yakety yak. She ain't saying nothing. People don't get it, man. I mean, when you done lived in this country, I'm 75 years old. You done lived in this country. You done read these history books. You done sit there and live this life in this country. You done had friends die and go to military, go to war. You done had friends, marching up and down the street and stuff like that. Been discriminated against.
Well, Ted, all you we saying there and all you doing, it dawned on me that this is the first time in politics that we can actually say that this fight ain't about who's right, who's wrong. It ain't about the left. It ain't about the right. It ain't about the progressive. It ain't about the liberal or the conservative. It's all about that almighty dollar. Everybody wants that dollar. And they are selling whoever they is out for that almighty dollar. And the reason why I'm saying that is that I sit there and the Senate, 2 nights ago, passed a budget. In that budget, they cut the hell out of all of supposedly entitlement programs, but Social Security and Medicare is not an entitlement program. And they keep on telling us is that it's an entitlement program, but it's not.
That's correct.
We paid for that. That was our money.
There you go.
We paid for that. But they call it an entitlement. So they telling us that they're going to reach into our Social Security trust fund and take that money out of there or cut the people from getting the money that they supposed to have, that they work for. So you're going to tell me that I can put my money into this thing and then tell me this is how much I'm supposed to get out, and now you're going to cut it. I can't have my money. That's robbing people. You're robbing me. You might well take a gun and take the money out of my pocket. Now, after they done all that, took the Medicaid, slashed the hell out of it, and then they turned around and said, we're going to give out a $4 trillion tax cut. To the rich people. And they know that shit is going to the rich people. And they are just bold enough to say it. We're going to give a tax cut to the rich folks because just like Ronald Reagan said, Reagan economics, rich people drive the economy. We just talked about it, Ted. This lady, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, Mackenzie, then gave away $19 billion since she's been divorced from old Jeffrey boy. And it ain't even dented her pocketbook. What they gonna do with a tax cut, Ted? I don't know. I don't understand what they gonna do with a tax cut. They got enough money already. So,
well, you know what they're gonna do? What they did? What they doing? Hey, they're gonna do what they did to Donald Trump. They just put billions of dollars into his little mega thing, his little media thing. Plus, they probably bought a bunch of coins from him, and that's how they hey, here's some money for you. That's money laundering, really. He's not even supposed to be connected to none of that stuff, but yet still he gets money through that kind of way. They feeding him money that kind of way.
They're paying him off from robbing people.
Yeah,
that's his cut.
That's his cut.
You got a cut. Trump got a cut. They done gave him a cut of the money. You done rip people off. And they got nerve enough to sit there and look their constituents in the face and tell them that it's okay. So they sitting up in there peeing on the American people and telling them it's raining. You pissing all over me, but they not. No, it ain't pee, it's rain. You got it. Sitting up there peeing on me and telling me it's raining. They got nerve enough to do it and don't care if they even know about it.
No, they don't care.
Don't care. I don't care. Well, we ain't gonna vote you in. So what? By the time I get out of there, y'all get a chance to vote me out, I'll be the got mine. I'll be gone. I don't care.
I don't know what he wants more money for, because he got everything he wants, unless he want to get a yacht, because he had to sell that yacht because he had went bankrupt.
Yeah.
What else do we want? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
He realized
he want to be up there like the rest of them, 50 billion.
Right. He realizes that after he rob them, and then if he can't get back in office or stay in office like Putin did, then he just gonna take off and run away. Go on back and find him an island and live on that island and stuff and everything like a king. While the people back here are sitting down there, they can't even build a house. They don't have no place to stay. They're out in the street. Now we got over 1 million people who homeless, right? Probably by the time this summer gonna get done, we're gonna be looking at least 4 or 5 million that's homeless, don't have a home, sitting out on the street. Because all the people who building the houses, they're kicking them out the country. The Hispanics are the one that's building. These white folks been using them to build these houses and giving them pennies, nickels, and dimes, and they out there working they behind all building these families' houses and stuff and everything. And now they're kicking them out. We don't want y'all here. These people scared to death to come out and do any kind of work because the INS might get them. And Kristi Noem, the head of that stuff, is sitting down there with her whip beating up on the Border Patrol people. If y'all do anything, I'm gonna put a polygraph on you so I find out what you're doing. You don't take the polygraph test and find you. How you got to work on that kind of condition to you?
They voted for him.
They fined 6,000 IRS people. Now, who collect the money to go in the Treasury, Donald? Who is the people that collect the money that you're trying to steal? Don't you understand that these people collect the money that you want to steal? If you fire them, they can't collect the money. They can't get your money, Donald. Think, man, you stupid ignoramus.
It is. Let me tell you something. Project 2025. They know all their NGOs. They know all their NGOs. There's over 1 million NGOs out there, but they know all of theirs, their favorites, probably about maybe 5,000, 10,000 of them. And they're going to still get their grants. They're going to get their loans. They're going to get their donations, bro. They're going to get them. See, it used to be, apolitical. You apply for your grants and all these people, because this is what I'm doing. I'm helping the foster care children, or I'm helping the disabled, or I'm helping this, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. I'm helping the girls that's out there in the street. And these people got these nonprofit organizations, and they're doing that, and they get grants from the government. They get grants from these corporations, or or donations. So now all of that is gonna stop, bro. But the other side, if you're not a yes person for this party, the mega party, this is where it works, bro. They've been doing this stuff for years, 40, 50 years, but they've been doing it in a slow drag. So now they full out now. Did you get my video?
I didn't have a chance, man. I was doing something. I got some.
It was only 5 minutes, bro. Let me tell you something. It was talking about the 7 mountains. And they are doing it in every way. They have taken their time, inch by inch, foot by foot, yard by yard. And now they're almost there. They're almost there. I told you what he's going to do. He's going to put Paula White over the head of the religious thing, and then every department, every agency has to have a spiritual leader over them. The 7 pillars. Government was the last one that they wanted to take over. Business they want to take over. Family they want to take over. They got these people, running amok, thinking that they real Christians. They ain't no real Christians, bro. They might be Christian-like, and they carry all the little coordinates, but all they care about is themselves, bro. Hey, if you ain't with us, you against us. You got people like Reverend Al. He a different kind of Christian. You got T.D. Jakes. He a different kind of Christian. Then you got these people over here, different kind of. So you got all these different kind of Christians and religions and all that stuff. But if you ain't with them, the white Christian nationalists, that's what they're about. This is what they're building. And they're just using Donald Trump, bro. They're just using Donald Trump. Donald Trump just doing what they say. Because they the ones put him in office. They the one put him in office. I mean, sometimes I wonder, do these people really believe in God, or they just socializing? Because most of these so-called white Christian nationalists, they the ones that's messing with these little girls and boys. They the one having sex with all kind of other people. Most of them. I mean, it's been in the news all over the place. The Catholic organization. I'm telling you, bro. This stuff is for real, bro. I mean, just because we don't see it and we don't do it, but it's all in the news. It's everywhere, little bits and pieces. You can see it. I mean, people getting put in jail or getting caught for messing with little girls and little boys. You look at their history and you see where they come from. We just had a person right now sitting up there messing with little girls. It's all over the place, bro. But the news people don't cover this stuff, man. They don't exploit it. To them, that's gossip.
Well, well, I don't know, Ted. We have to we have to understand, and I'm hoping that there are some folks out there who will be able to stand up and everything and continue to rise up and do what need to be done. But what's scary and stuff and everything is that even our folks and stuff who are our so-called leaders and stuff of the Democratic Party, you have to look at them and wonder and stuff what's going on. Is it that they got a plan to do something and they haven't enacted it yet, or are they going to go along with this mess, or are some of the Democrats going to go along with this stuff because, like you said, only thing you see is a few women, mostly black, maybe a couple white, who are out there saying something, but the rest of them, you don't hear them saying anything. They're not there doing anything. And I was looking at the show, and the announcer, who was sitting there talking and said, "Well, the Republicans doing it. We all know what they're doing," and they said, "I'm going to show you what the Democrats is doing," and I don't understand it. So they showed a picture, a video of the Senate minority leader out on a megaphone in front of a building, and he hollering and screaming, and you don't even know what the heck he's saying. And the man came back and said, "Now that is our Democratic leader." And the audience was just, only thing they can do was hold their mouth open. Do you think that this is the person and stuff that we need to be out there fighting this mess that's going on? That didn't look very professional at all. It didn't. He just hollering and screaming in the megaphone. Ah,
We all
man.
know the problem here. The point is that, you sitting up here just because these people have a nerve enough and now they got a little guts and they want to march and they want to rally and they're upset because they done lost their jobs. They're upset because they deporting their relatives or their friends and what have you. So they're out there and they're in front of the Congress people and they're trying to rally them. Them ain't the people you need to convince. They already know. It's the other people, the people that didn't vote, the 90 million, almost 90 million people that didn't vote. Those are the ones you need to be contacting. And then, President Biden and Vice President Harris got 81 million votes. And I understand that she only got 76 million votes. So 5 million people didn't even vote. Even that on that rate. And he was the highest ever to get it as those many votes ever. So you got all these people that's getting all these benefits and they don't bother to vote. They don't bother to vote. But then you still want to get these benefits and you want to get these, you want to get a hand out and a hand up. When you know they done already told you on the other side, we cutting you. You're done. So, I mean, how funny is that? Is that funny? That ain't funny. And then you got these people that's doing okay, and really they probably just getting by, but they sitting up here dogging all of these poor people that's getting Section 8, dogging all these people that's getting food stamps, dogging all these people that's getting some kind of Medicaid, and they dogging them. Well, they need to get out there and work. We don't know what their conditions are. We don't know what their conditions are, Ed. These people, if you, I mean, these people might not, unable to work. I can go on, but man, let me just.
Yep.
Let me stop.
It's a steady wine and stuff there, but I don't know. I'm just sitting here trying to figure out. There's got to be an answer, man, somewhere. There has to be an answer somewhere. I got to believe that there is an answer to this thing somewhere. Where is that?
I already told you
I
that
don't know. I don't know. Where is that?
I
But
already
it's got to
told
be
you
an
the
answer.
answer.
It got to be an answer. An answer that's gonna end or at least slow down this stuff that's going on right now. And if you planning on talking to them people who ain't voted, you think you beating a dead horse because it doesn't seem like, Ted, that they give a crap. Them people who didn't go vote, they don't care. They do not care.
Let's see if they care. Let's see if they care 6 months from now.
Thank you. But they don't care right now. They have no idea to care. They don't care as long as they sitting down there being able to get their little old money. Because the Donald, he sat down there and said that we're gonna give these folks $5,000. And you know what happened? All them folks and stuff, our people's ears just perked up. Oh, he's gonna give us $5,000. So they shut the heck up. And they're gonna get their little $5,000 or whatever little money he's gonna dish out to them, and they're gonna be happy. And they over there ripping off billions. They're gonna happy. I could believe that, Ted, doing it when they had the election going on, that these folks were sitting out there still talking about stuff that happened in 2018 and 19 when they gave out their money, the $600. Trump gave this, the Congress gave them $600 because of COVID. And these people, our folks, Trump gave me some money, so I'm going to vote for him. He gave him $600. These people is hopeless, Ted. And Biden already gave them some money, and they done went past that. Biden and Harris, Kamala Harris, she right there with him. Now he the president, she's the vice president, so she was involved in giving them that money too. But they didn't think about, well, Harris gave me some money too. All they thought about was the white man gave them some money, so I'm gonna vote for him. What the heck? I don't understand. These people just gave you some money, and they telling you that they're going to give you some more. They're not going to give a tax cut to these 1%ers. They're going to give it to 100 million people. We're going to give 100 million people a tax cut and stuff and everything so they can get some more money.
Well, one of the big things that I've always been against, they put a limit on payments for Social Security. I forget what it was. I think it's like 150,000 or something similar to that.
149.
149. So
it's supposed to go up again this year, but
it should be unlimited.
Most of these people done by March. Most of these folks and stuff they made enough money where after that they ain't getting no more taken out. They already got their 140,000.
Thank you.
They got 140 some thousand that they done made that money in 2 months
or less.
They done made that money and less. So after that they ain't got to worry about giving no more money to the Social Security Trust Fund. They done reached their limit.
And then on top of that, and let's be honest, they start giving that Social Security to these children that came from overseas. I mean, from different parts of South America. I know that for a fact because I used to process that stuff. Get SSI, and these parents put their kids on. And which, hey, I'll do the same damn thing. No, I wouldn't do it. I'm just saying, if you come from another country and they came over here and you got little kids, and that kid is suffering and he's going to school or what have you, they put those kids on SSI. They come in there with their little $400-$500 check and cash it.
That's lunch money.
Yeah, it's lunch money.
You can buy lunch. Hey, man, I got my little checks. I'm buying lunch today. They don't need the money.
It comes out of Social Security.
I know.
And then some of these people, they work for a couple of years, 3-4 years, and next thing you know, they file for disabled. So they come in, I'm not saying all the people, it's a lot of, but it was a lot of them, bro. They get that disabled check. So, and then you have other, you got your Americans that come through and they do the same thing. So people always trying to get over. There are millions of people that's trying to get over. The one thing that they is for sure, is some type of manipulation or some people that's getting some kind of money, some kind of way through that Social Security. They're using Medicare and all that. And there's a lot of people, that is a lot of fraud going on. You got these people overcharging people, all of that. But Congress, that's Congress' job. And they haven't been doing their job. They've been having what they have. When President Biden was in office, they spent 2 years talking about his son.
They back talking about it. Hunter Biden. They back talking about. We're going to investigate him some more.
Had a committee meeting for 2 years. They didn't talk about oversight over what's going on in America.
They did it when he first was in office. And they talked about Hillary for what, 2 years, 3 years maybe.
There you go.
Eventually they had to come back and say, well, we ain't found nothing.
And they did.
Now they want to try to impeach him. We're going to impeach Joe Biden. We're going to impeach him. He got slick. If his son did something wrong, he probably did something wrong too.
The American people, I'm going to say, that guy from Kentucky who was the chairman of that, and then the guy before that from California, I'm going to tell you something. These people, they think, oh, yeah, that's right, get him. They ain't doing nothing for you. They're sitting up here playing politics when they're supposed to be politicians and doing the work for you. But they playing politics, this whole mess. You had Jordan running off at the mouth for how long? That boy from Ohio.
Yep, Jim Jordan.
This is crazy, bro.
Well, hold it here now. You said something about 20 minutes ago about how these fools or whatever it is are abusing these kids. What about Jim? Well, what about Jim? he was involved in that stuff too, abusing kids.
Democrats didn't do nothing about it. They didn't do nothing about it.
He said nothing about it. He abusing the kids too. You just said it 20 minutes ago. They all about abusing kids, and there he is. You just say this everyone every day. Oh, Jimmy boy, and and every time they bring it up, you don't know what you're talking about. He got all these kids sitting around there testifying against him. Yep, he watched them while they were screwing me. Oh man. Final word, Ted. We got to get through, man. Final
I'm
word,
just
man. What's your
saying,
final word today?
you know, y'all criticize black folks for using the word woke. You better wake up. It might be too late. It might be too late. But you got to get up out of your seat, off your couch. We're not your enemy. We're not your enemy. Now, it might be some black people who might be your enemy, but we're not your enemy. Most black folks, they ain't studying you, they ain't paying no mind to you. You need to get your butt out there and start fighting for your rights, because they're taking your rights away. They're gonna take your benefits away. They're gonna take your Obamacare away from you. All you poor states that needed Obamacare, or whatever you want to call it, they had to change the name from ACA to something else, but it was still Obamacare. Wake up, man. This ain't about no black and white thing. This ain't about Republican and Democrat. Do the right thing. Now, if you just hate black people, okay, that's fine. Bye. But I'm talking about if you want something for yourself and your family, you need to really wake up and start smelling the roses and be woke. I'm praying for you.
I'm gonna quote.
I'm
Well,
praying
not
for you.
quote. I'm not gonna quote, but I'm gonna kind of paraphrase what this attorney said on the Midas Touch program. He had been out there. He studied law, I guess, in some university up north there, and the Midas Touch had him on, and they asked him, what did he think that should be said to the people and stuff out there? And he said, and I'm paraphrasing, this ain't the exact words he said, but he's told the folks out there who are out there fighting or whatever, said, don't get disillusioned. Do not get disillusioned. Stand up and keep fighting, because that's what they want you to do, to shut up and don't say nothing so they can continue to rob you. If you don't continue to shed light on this mess, these people are going to get away with whatever they want to get away with. Why do you think Trump is sitting out there going around and beating down these news people, telling them you better not print this and you better not print that, because you are shedding the light on him and he don't like that light. Evil does not like light. So we got to keep
Say it again.
shining that light on this man and what the heck is going on. He done sit down there and beat up on ABC, and they gave him $20 million. Then he turned around and filed a $20 billion case against CBS because he said that they did something to him. Well, I got to give CBS credit. They didn't lay down like ABC did and CNN did and gave him what the heck he wanted. They stood up, they went down there to their court, and for whatever reason they did it, because ain't nowhere in the world they got $20 billion to pay him. But so they had to fight. So they got to a point where they had to fight. So they're down there now, and they done filed a discovery that Trump didn't think that they would plan on doing. If you claiming damage, prove your damage. He's going to have to prove now that he was damaged so he can get that $20 billion. CBS then called his bluff and said, well, we got discovery. And guess what's getting ready to happen with the discovery? He got to come to a deposition. Keep shining the light on that Negro. That's going to slow him down. Keep shining the light on him. Stand up and fight. Stand up and fight. That's what this man said. Stand up and fight. I don't care what y'all doing. So the people who are out there who've been
Oh, let me
disillusioned,
ask you this though. While
stand up and
I
fight.
know this is your last word, but let me ask you this: is DOJ gonna be involved in that?
Yes, who?
DOJ.
No, this is a private lawsuit. This is
Okay. All right.
this is a
I was just
private
wondering
lawsuit. This is a
because he
private
want to
lawsuit.
use DOJ for all kind of stuff.
No, he can't use them. This is a private lawsuit. He filed a private lawsuit. This is on him. This is private. This is civil. This is not judicial. This is civil. It's a civil case. He got to file his. He got to fight his own case. Shine a light on that knucklehead. The other day, they put a sign up about that knucklehead Elon Musk. They fought like hell to keep people from putting that cartoon up about Elon Musk stealing from people. Washington Post wouldn't even print the daggone thing. That stuff done gone viral now. Everybody want to copy that daggone thing with a picture of this man stealing money. He don't like light being shined on him. Shine that light. Keep on fighting. That's my word. Okay. All right, people. Love to see you guys. Love you guys come up there and watch our show. Please subscribe to our show. If you're coming to watch it, subscribe. Even if you only going to see about 2 or 3 minutes of it, subscribe to it. Okay. Thank you.